Hey guys, Tactical Diesel Dad. I just picked up my truck from having to replace the turbo. This is the second turbo I've had to buy. The first one lasted till about 60,000 miles. I replaced the stock whole set with a BD Diesel Screamer, and that one I put on in 2020, so I got 3 years out of it. To me, that's pretty bad performance. It did start making a high-pitched noise when I was exhaust braking, so I knew something was going on with it. But obviously turbos are expensive, and once that year manufacturer warranty expires, you're stuck with a several $1,000 repair. So I was looking at the DDP turbo with the city diesel actuator. That was one option I was looking at. The issue, I was throwing codes P2262 and P226C, and those codes are for a stuck turbo vane. And so if you know about the variable geometry turbo, is you essentially have a piece of metal that slides over the turbines to vary opening and closing for airflow depending on your engine speed. I'm not a turbo expert. That is the extent of my knowledge on the matter. But the problem is with any product sucking up exhaust fumes is you're going to get carbon and soot buildup on there. Now, from my understanding, there's research to show that the exhaust brake does help keep some of that clean. I ended up settling on the ATS Diesel Aurora VFR 3000 Stage 1. I don't do competition. There's no reason for me to go into a Stage 2 and start having to replace head gaskets and injectors and all kind of stuff. That's not where I'm at with my truck. It's a daily driver. If you want to get a Stage 2 or Stage 3, then by all means. But this is a straight drop-in. I would do it myself, but I needed my truck. I didn't need it down for a couple of days. It looks like a pretty simple repair, or some pretty simple swap. But I went ahead and had a truck shop that I trust here in McKinney take care of that. So one thing with the ATS Diesel Aurora turbo is that the turbine is made of stainless steel, as well as some of the bearings and the shaft that it's on. So that was a big selling point for me, is that stainless steel is supposedly going to help keep the vanes cleaner and reduce the buildup of the soot and carbon that can ultimately lead to the demise of your turbo. So we'll see how it performs. I wanted to keep the factory exhaust brake. That's really big for me, especially when towing and even daily driver. It's just super nice to be able to let your foot off the gas and have the truck slow down on its own. So that combined with my Allison transmission, I'm hoping my truck is set for a while, because these repairs are super expensive. So we'll get some shots of this thing driving. So I hope this video gave you some direction on which way to go with a turbo. I don't think I'm going to have any issues with the ATS Diesel. If you watch their videos online or on YouTube, you can find the problems that they solved, the type of metal, the silica content that they made the turbo out of, and so I think it's going to be a really good addition to this truck. And again, I wanted to keep that factory exhaust brake because I do plan on towing in the future. So I appreciate you guys watching the video. If you like the content, please like and subscribe, and hope you guys stay safe.